Hey, what's up my guys, and welcome back to another episode of... Just a second, something's not right here. Perfect! So, welcome back to another episode of creating a home studio in a smallest amount of space possible. I'm your host, Scott Holroyd, and today we're going to be going over how to sell chatbots. Now, before we get started, I want to talk about a video that I did probably around about 2 years ago, and this is my most popular video. It's had a few thousand views, which, hey, for me, that's very popular, and that's amazing. But the problem with that is, it's kind of outdated, and the systems and the processes that I talk about, although are still very, very much apparent, and I'm still using them today in my business, the kind of processes that we were using are sort of outdated now, and some of the information that I've told you is not actually relevant anymore and doesn't actually exist. So today I want to talk to you about how you can actually sell chatbots in 2020. So I spoke quite a lot and in a lot of detail about the idea of conversational marketing and how you can use chatbots to have a conversation with your audience and ask them a certain amount of questions, and depending on what questions they answer and depending on what answers they give to those questions will depend on the result that you end up going down. And there's no better way of doing this than with a quiz. So I know a few of you know that I actually released a book a little while ago that was called the 101 Lead Generation Quizzes Swipe File. And in this book, I actually showed you 101 different examples of quizzes and calculators and how you can generate leads using this same concept. Now, we spoke in the previous video about this idea of two different categories of chatbot. A flow bot, which is kind of a marketing funnel, and a software bot, which is kind of like a website inside of a chatbot. Well, today I'm going to talk to you about this idea of a marketing funnel and a flow bot. So let me give you some examples. Let's say, for instance, that you own an e-commerce store, and let's say that you sell t-shirts. Now, you could very easily make a store inside of a chatbot. You could go over to ManyChat and you could create a flow where people can actually buy your products from that flow. But the problem that we now have is that with the new Facebook and ManyChat regulations, we can only really do what we can do within the first 24 hours of somebody interacting over on a chatbot. Now, don't get me wrong, there's many other ways that we can continue that conversation on with our audience through email and SMS and a couple of other little advanced features. But what we're talking about today is how to sell a chatbot, okay? Not how to sell email, not how to sell SMS, how to sell a chatbot. So going back to that example, let's say, for instance, that we own a store, or we have a client that owns a store and they sell t-shirts. Well, how could we use a flow bot in order to drive sales of that t-shirt? Well, pretty easily, really. We could put together a concept that was a quiz that went out to their existing audience, and we could say something like how to choose the best t-shirt based on your personality type. Now, this is probably not the best quiz in the world, but you get the idea. We can go out there, we can push this out to our audience, and we can bring them into the chatbot, and we can ask them a series of questions. Now, depending on those questions will depend on the route that they go down at the end, which will depend on which style of clothing best suits them. Then obviously we can give them a gift. They click on that gift, we send them over to our website, and then we've got a special landing page that's just designed for that one t-shirt, for instance, and we can sell it, which is fantastic. Now let me give you another example before I talk to you about how you can sell these chatbot flows. So say, for instance, we're helping an online course creator, and let's say that they have a course that's around $500, $1,000, $1,500, whatever that price may be. So we've got to think to ourselves about having that conversation with our audience. So with this in mind, how about creating some kind of quiz concept, which could be something like, which type of online entrepreneur are you? Or maybe, do you have what it takes to start an online business? This is very, very clickbait heavy. People are going to click into this quiz because everybody wants to know the answer. So we can run a simple concept, either an organic concept or a paid concept, so we can run some ads to it, or we could send it out to our audience. And what we do is we get people coming into that concept. They come into the concept, they're asked a series of questions, they give the answers, and depending on what answers they give within that chatbot will depend which route they go down. If they go down one route, we give give them one answer. If we go down another route, we give them a different answer and a different result. Then from there, we plug them into our sales funnel. So maybe instead of going straight in with the $1,000 course or the $2,000 course, maybe we go in with a small tripwire or a small lead magnet that we bring them into, we charge them maybe 10, 20, 30 bucks for something, and then we do that follow-up funnel where we then sell the course. This is where the power of quizzes and calculators merged with chatbots, merged with conversational marketing, will take your business to the next level. But this video isn't about how to build chatbots. This video is about how to sell chatbots. So now you've got the idea, now you've got the backstory and the understanding, how do you actually sell these? And especially right now at the time of recording this, which is March 2020, the whole world is in lockdown because of the COVID-19. And businesses aren't trading right now, which can be a really, really hard time for a self-employed entrepreneur such as you, such as me. But there is a way to still do this. And the way to do this is by not selling a chatbot. You've got to imagine what somebody thinks of when they wake up on a morning. If you've got a business owner who wakes up on a morning and they're struggling to get customers, what do you think they think of? They think if only there was a way to get more customers. They don't think if only I had a chatbot, I'd be able to get more customers. Let's say, for instance, that they're not making money. Do you think that they wake up on a morning and think, if only I had a chatbot, I'd be able to make more money? Of course they don't. They wake up and they think, if only I could make more money, then my business could survive. Nobody really cares about a chatbot. And especially when you're talking to clients and you're saying to them that really the sweet spot is only within that first 24 hours, that you can actually use that chatbot itself. So how do you sell that concept? Well, you don't. What you do instead is you create what a chatbot can do, and then you sell what that chatbot can do. So, let's say for instance I'm working with a gym owner. Okay, probably not the best example to say that I've just mentioned the state of the world right now, and gyms, especially here in the UK, are all closed down, but just hear me out. Let's say for instance that we went for a gym. And let's say for instance that we put out a quiz that was something along the lines of how to get fit in 2020, or your personalized exercise and nutrition plan based on your personality type, based on your current activities, okay, what you do in a day, and we will tell you what exercise plan you should have and what nutrition plan you should have. A free quiz. So we bring people into that. We get thousands of people coming through this, and trust me, thousands of people will come through this. They will answer the questions, and then once they've answered the questions, what we do from there is we give them that tailored response, that tailored result, depending on what they've said throughout that chatbot, and then at the end of that result, we then give them a hook to take that next level. And what we're doing here is we're taking them from the marketing funnel, which is the Flowbot and the chatbot, and we're sending them over to the sales funnel, which is possibly maybe a ClickFunnels page or the client's website, or whatever that may be. So now we have a concept, and we run that concept out. So we run this out for a client, and we show them that we can get them daily leads and we can get them daily sales of their products and services. Now this is something attractive. But guess what? They're not going to want to pay you every single month for you to look after this, because people don't buy their way out of a problem. They buy their way into a solution. And we want to provide a solution, not a retainer-based model, not some kind of digital marketing package or plan. We want to create that one lead generation system that they can plug into their business, and it can turn on and generate them leads every single day, generate them sales every single week for one price, one-time payment, plug and play, turn the button on, done. Now, there's a lot of other things that you can do to this, and I've actually put together a free course that shows you exactly how to do this. It shows you the complete breakdown of how you build the chatbots in the first place, how you actually put them together to generate daily leads, and how you can sell them to clients as a one-time payment, and then obviously have you on the back as a retainer if they want it, that they can pick and choose when they need updates, and they can pay you per hour, which works fantastically well. And I've already got a ton of students getting clients right now. So, going back to this idea of the world being in lockdown, how do we go out and do that? Well, trust me, there are still tons of people right now who are making online assets, digital assets, courses, ebooks, reports, all these different things, and they still need leads. Let's face it, right now, we're in a stage in this world where everybody is sat at home. And because they're all sat at home, what do you think they're doing? They're sat on their devices, and they're going through training and information and so on and so forth. Right now is the perfect time for people to start developing themselves, and also starting to look at other career choices that may have been in the back of their mind, and now They've got no other choice. So the online course world is booming right now, and they need sales, they need leads, they need a lead generation system that's not going to cost them a fortune to bring in that lead. And we've got a solution for them. So we could still use that same idea of a health and fitness company, but instead of going out to an actual gym, maybe we could go out and we could target an online PT instructor, or someone who has some kind of online 90-day plan where they can get you back into fitness. All of a sudden, we've got a chatbot lead generation system. Now, I'm going to show you some examples right now of a Flowbot lead generation system that I built for a mobile phone client. This is providing my client with leads every single day of people who want to buy the latest mobile phone but have really bad credit. And you'll see that I'm getting a ton of people coming through this every single day. And it's purely just a sequence of questions, and based on the answers that they give to those questions, I'm then giving them a result. And this is the power of a chatbot. And this is what you sell. This idea of what a chatbot can actually do, as opposed to the chatbot itself. So hopefully you've got something from this video. I really hope that you can now see the difference between going out there and selling this idea of, I'm going to build you a chatbot, it's going to bring you a load of subscribers in, we're going to go do a deal, we're going to do an offer, we're going to do a promotion, and actually plugging and playing a system that does everything for that client and they don't have to even lift a finger. It's so easy, it's so simple, and in my free course, I show you exactly how to do this. So if you want to go and join the free Chatbot X course, you can find the link in the description below this video. Go and check out 3 quick videos that I've done that give you all the information you're going to need to get started. It's completely free of charge, and you also get access to my free mastermind with over 600 people in there, all going through this same training, all getting results. So click on that link right now, jump on over and come and join us in Chatbot X. And also, if you'd like to grab yourself a copy of my latest book, 101 Lead Generation Quizzes Swipe File, then you can also find that link in the description below this video. So, thank you so much for watching. If you like this sort of content, then please feel free to leave me a like, leave me a comment if you need any more information, and while you're here, why not just tickle that subscribe button, because it really helps me feel important and that I'm not just making videos that I'm just going to watch over and over again while I'm chilling out while we're all in self-isolation. So, that's it. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll catch you in the next video.